qilyapti va hozir to'pni raqibga topshirib qo'ydik. Praymer jarima maydoniga kiryapti. Pas yuqoridan.
TSAE International Conference.
Yaxshi.
In this presentation, I'm going to talk about numerical investigation and thermal performance analysis of smooth absorber tube in parabolic collector.
To'pni yo'qotmaslik uchun ham mana shunday qarorga keldi, chunki himoya chizig'idagi futbolchilarning
nowadays
yaxshi bilganligi sababli
enhancing thermal performance of the solar parabolic collector is attracted by many researchers. Along with other components, including parabolic mirrors, structure support, and checking unit assembly, the absorber tube, which is also known as a receiver tube, or heat collection element, is considered to be one of the primary functioning part of the solar parabolic collector. The main reason this is that the efficiency and performance of the PTC system highly depends on the design and effectiveness of this absorber tube. Therefore, Numerical's methods, including half insulation receivers, cavity receiver, vacuum other shells, buffers, artificially roughened skins, selective coating, something like that were used in effort to enhance the transfer potential in the receiver tube of a solar parabolic collector. You can see the schematic diagram of the receiver tube, which is modeled in our study. Material method. We have used consumer physics for modeling the receiver tube of solar PTC. The length of the receiver tube is 1.5 meter and the wall thickness is 2 millimeter, and the inner diameter of the receiver tube is 66 millimeter, and you can see the boundary condition for numerical
yarim
model,
himoyachi
and we
markazda
have used
chap
consumer
qanotda
physics
harakat qila oladi.
finite element method. You know, the
Uning
finite element
yo'llagan
method was
zarbasini
used to
bizga
solve the
takroran
three-dimensional
berishdi.
magnetic equation with the energy
Zarbadan
equation,
1/3
with the heat transfer equation. Finite element
qolyapmiz bu borada.
analysis is numerical computational method
Alijonov
used in engineering and scientific research to model and analyze complex physical process. Finite element method, you know, is also widely used to solve differential equation to analyze the environment with the complex geometry.
Markazga pas
Condition also applied to the material which is provided.
Abbos nazarimdan o'tkazib yubormoqchi edi to'pni Shomurodov tomon.
The equation and mathematics,
Abbos ham
you can see,
hojimatda boshida
for
biroz
modeling
kuzatilgan edi, o'sha
the receiver tube
mahoratni ishga solish
in consumer physics,
uchundir
we have
tez
just
ishlamayapti.
demonstrated
O'zi aldamchi harakatlari bilan kirib keta olishligini, aldab o'tib keta olishligini ko'rganmiz. Hozircha jazm qilinmayapti. Balkim Temur
Let's
Kapadze
turn to the result.
ehtiyot
And
bo'laverishni
we have
maslahat
chosen
bergandir.
4 different material for the receiver tube, and we have analyzed
Shomurodovga ham tayinli to'p yetib borish qiyin
acceptable
kechyapti.
one for the
Balkim
solar
o'ylab
PTS
ko'radigan
to
panda
enhance
yetib
the
kelgandir.
performance of the solar
Alijonov
PTS, and we
o'ng
have focused
qanotda
on material selection
zo'r
and
pas,
our study.
Jumaev
And we
Erkinov
have
yuqoridan mana to'p
choose
o'tdi.
4
Ammo
different mass flow rates
Alibek
for the inlet
Davronov esa to'pni
velocity
maydon tashqarisiga
of the
chiqarib
heat transfer
yubormoqda.
fluid. You can see that we have chosen stainless steel, iron,
Hozircha terma
copper, and
jamoamizda
aluminum
o'ng
as a
qanot yaxshiroq
material of
ishlayapti.
the receiver tube. In the first graph, you can see the surface temperature variation of the receiver and heat transfer fluid
tez
at
markazga va o'ngga yaqin
different mass flow rates. As you can see that the higher the surface temperature variation is observed with stainless steel, while the lower surface temperature variation is observed with copper one, because you know the copper has better thermal conductivity compared to the other materials
fursat boy berilmoqda.
aluminum,
Lekin 4 ta
iron, and
futbolchini angda
stainless
qoldirib
steel.
oldi.
And also you can see that the surface temperature variation of the heat transfer fluid
O'yin sifatida oldinga o'ta oladi bilamiz.
is relatively higher with the
Ishonch bilan o'ynayapti.
stainless steel one,
e'tiborimni
but the minimum surface temperature variation of the
Kojo.
transfer fluid
Endi esa qarshi
is
bundan ehtiyot bo'lish kerak.
relatively relatively lower with the copper one.
oldinga tepib
You can
yubormoqda.
see. And the next result, you can see the surface temperature variation and fluid temperature variation at different
So'nggi ilinch variantiga
with
o'tishdi.
different material. And you can see that the
Futbolchilari
higher surface temperature variation in this line graphs is observed with the stainless steel one, while the minimum temperature variation is occurred with the copper receiver tube. And
uchrashuvning 42 daqiqasi o'tib boryapti.
and also you can see the fluid temperature variation at 4 different mass flow rate with 4 different material. As you can see that the higher heat transfer fluid temperature is occurred with the let's see higher temperature variation is occurred with the copper one, while the minimum temperature minimum heat transfer fluid temperature observed with the stainless steel one. From this result, we can analyze that the copper is selected as a good material for the absorption of solar PTS, which enhance the thermal performance of the system. Let's come to conclusion. This study presented a comprehensive numerical investigation of the failure of the thermal and flow behavior of the smooth absorber in a parabolic collector, focusing on 4 different materials: stainless steel, iron, copper, and aluminum under the varying flow velocity ranging from the 0.2 to 0.32 meter over square. Using combination of 3D simulation and comparative thermal analysis, several key conclusions were drawn regarding the influence of the tube material properties and operation conditions on collector performance. And result revealed that at different mass flow rate, the surface temperature variation is observed higher with the stainless steel receiver tubes, while the minimum surface temperature variation of receiver tubes is observed with the copper one. However, the copper one showed the better performance in the heat transfer fluid temperature because the heat transfer temperature was relatively higher with the copper receiver tubes. It suggested that using the copper receiver tube is a good option for enhance the thermal performance of the system, because the top copper has a better thermal conductivity compared to the other material.
Snudinda ham
That's
birinchi
why
pas
we are
bor.
suggesting this material
Chap qanot bilan o'ynadi.
as a good option.
Endi esa Abbosbek Fayzullayevga nisbatan
Thanks for your
sariqli
attention.
qo'pollik qizil kartochka so'nggi